Good morning. I'm very freaking nervous right now. We are headed to an actual motocross track. We're headed to Ram Off-Road Park, and I'm freaking I'm on edge. I'm at that. I'm 40 years old and I'm trying to learn how to ride dirt bikes. And bought a dirt bike a couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago. I've got 3 hours of experience and I'm headed to my first track. Wish me luck. Hit the subscribe button, please.
Oh, what's going on here? My clutch is like... Big thanks to the friendly people in the parking lot. Saving the day. Oh yeah. Now we got control. Oh shit, that's steep. Jake, what are you doing to me here?
Yeah, here it goes.
shit. Yeah. Fucking psychopath. I was like, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah.
All right, well, that's a wrap. Had a lot of fun, other than the crash, obviously. My hand, I think, is the worst of it. I don't know if it's broken. I can't pinch my pinky and thumb together, but I can make this motion, so I can grip the handlebars and operate a clutch, front brake. But, you know, I can pinch my pinky and thumb together here, but not here. That hurts a lot. So hopefully it's just bruised and things will be okay there, and it's not broken. That would really suck. After the crash, we went back, and I just couldn't get the GoPro to attach to myself anywhere. So I called it a day on the filming portion. Went back out to the main track that we were riding there. When I crashed, did a few more laps around that, got comfortable again, got back into the flow of things. For the crash, what I think happened, I don't think I was on the brakes going into the corner. I wish the GoPro caught it. I kind of watched it back. I don't think it catches that. I don't think I was on the front brake, but that front tire just folded under me and I fell. I think it was just going, I hadn't hit that line yet on that corner, and the dirt was real loose, and then it was real hard packed. And I think somewhere in that transition, it just folded up on me. Woo, that was a big bump. I think somewhere in that transition, it just folded up on me, and I went down. So after that, we went back to this back section where they have just built this like learning area, and hit that several times. It was really cool. There was a tabletop jump into another tabletop jump that was a little bit bigger, but I was able to progress that first one to the point that I was fully clearing it, and then my back started hurting and I couldn't stand to jump it anymore, and that's ultimately why I'm headed home now, so my back really started hurting down low. Hopefully that's not anything bad. But the tabletop, my friend was able to coach me up on some things that I was doing wrong. Apparently I was just letting off the gas right at the top of the jump, and that was causing my front end to come down, which was making me scared to carry any speed off that ramp. So figured out how to, stay smooth in it. I was in third gear going off that thing, but just barely in the gas, and that made it smooth for me to take off and hit that jump. And that, I think, also kind of points out the fact that the bike has just got too much power for me. I'm still not getting rid of it though. I just need to figure out everything, and then eventually I will grow into the bike. Or maybe next year, if I'm still struggling and the bike still is too much for me, maybe I'll downgrade or something. But for the rest of this year, that's my bike. So anyways, super cool. Was able to progress that jump. The second one was quite a bit, I don't want to say quite a bit bigger, it was a little bit bigger, but I just didn't quite have it to get to the landing smoothly. I kept landing flat on top just before the down section, and then it goes straight into a corner that I was just carrying more speed than I wanted to into that for what I was comfortable with. So there was also a double that was about the same size as, just a little bit smaller than the first tabletop section, that I wanted to try to start hitting, but my back was hurting by then. But obviously, if it's smaller than the tabletop section, I could have cleared it with the same amount of speed, and they're right next to each other. So next time, that's a goal, is to hit that double if all that's still there, if they don't change it up by then. I want to clear that double, clear that other tabletop, and not crash. That'll be my goal for next time. So got other good things, got a little more comfortable riding standing up, practiced that quite a bit. That's it. Had a lot of fun. Can't wait to go back. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll do this again. See you later.